Hey guys, it's Papa Kenny again, and we're back to the gardening again. Today I'm going to share a little video on I'm planting some sweet potato plants from slips which I grew from the potato seeds themselves, and I'm going to show you how my garden has been progressing. Stay tuned. Alright fam, so these are the potato slips I grew. They're called slips because of the roots come out. They were basically potato seeds, and you put them in water in a jar container halfway and just let them sit, and they start to sprout roots, and they're called slips, which are these on the side right here. These are the seeds in the root. They call them slips, that you put into the ground or the soil, and then you just cover them with soil, and the process goes from there. And this is another one too that's coming, so I'm going to put these in the soil today, and I'll show you in a bit. And these are three of the elements which go into the soil. We have organic blood meal, or you can use bone meal, tomato and vegetable garden plant food, and magic soil, which is good for your lawn also. It helps break down the solidity of your soil. Any type of clay soil, the magic soil food will break it down and make it more softer, and for the roots to go down in. And this is my soil, which I have put the all three ingredients in. I put them in and I just mix it all together, and you just mix it up real well. And I'm going to take the plants, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to take one and I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in on an angle, and I got the roots and slips I'm going to take and put in also. You put on an angle because you want the roots to climb up, and you want to, if you have like a trellis or something for the roots to climb out on, that way they'll have something to reach out on. They're going to have a small piece of fence I'm going to put up for the roots so they can start climbing. I'm going to put them all on an angle like that, and then fill them in with soil, and our process will be over. So now we have our potato slips. So all you want to do is kind of, let's see if I can get down a good angle for you. Take these and kind of break them off, and see these will come right off. And these are our potato plants right here, which are going to go in the ground. There's one. This one I'm going to put the whole root in because it's not really a leaf or slip budding out, but this here on top is the roots are coming up, so I'm going to put that whole potato in also. This one I'm going to break off, and hopefully it'll transplant also. Alright guys, so I'm going to show a little demonstration. I'm going to put a little bit of the vegetable and garden mix in this bag. And we're going to get a bit of the magic soil I showed you earlier. And we're going to use quite a bit of the organic blood meal because that's what the roots thrive on. And with the nitrates and certain phosphorus elements in there, it'll help them grow. That's what they need. So for now, I'm just going to take that and mix it by hand real well. You can do this also in any size container. I just use the small one because of my space capacity and other things I have going, but it's good to use if you can use like a 5-gallon container and just drill some holes in the bottom for the sides for the water drainage. And you can grow them in almost anything. They have these bags that you can use. They're called growing bags. You can grow strawberries, potatoes. Walmart has them. Home Depot sells them. And they're very easy to use, and they have a handle on each side, so it's very easy to carry. So, I'm going to put that root there for now. Give you guys another angle. I'm going to start adding some soil in. I have them kind of spread out because as they grow, they're going to start to vine out, and that way you're should have quite a few potatoes in here. Alright fam, so that's pretty much it. I put the last of the soil in, so I'm going to throw a little water on top. It's good you want to, after you put the soil in, put a lot of water in because the roots were used to be in a lot of water and you don't want them to go in the shock. So you can put a lot of water in there and eventually the soil will soak it up. So the initial one, we want to make sure the soil is real nice and wet for the roots to catch. And it's almost like making a mud pie. You remember when you were a kid, so you can just work that in real good. I got gloves on. You can use gloves or no gloves. I prefer gloves. I'm not a kid anymore. And probably after a week, I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna just keep adding some soil on. And the roots, if everything catches, they should start to grow and climb over. Then I have little fence trellis I'm gonna put on top for the roots to kind of root on and take a form on. And the process should hopefully, in my area, we have warm weather pretty much until the fall. So if everything goes right and keeps growing, probably about November, I could just harvest, October, November, I could harvest these. And I should get some nice, good potatoes in here. I grew some last year. They grew probably about 3 to 4 inches and about 3 inches of diameter, which is pretty good for a pot. So I'm gonna keep you posted, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Hey gang, it's Papa Kenny. I'm back going to work on part 2 of the gardening sequence. These are the sweet potatoes that I planted today. These were grown from slips from the seeds, and one over here is a plant. These are sweet potatoes over here. Here we got zucchini squash and sweet banana peppers. We've had a lot of rain lately, so hopefully the sunlight will get everything back on track. But the rain is also good. These are regular potatoes in here, red potatoes, white potatoes, kind of a mixture. This right here is corn that I planted from seeds probably about a month ago, and they're starting to sprout up, which is good. Here we have bell peppers. We have another set of tomato plants here. I don't know which brand this is. If I can find the tag. It's either Big Boy or Cherry, because that's what I usually buy. And here are some cilantro that I planted from seeds. Hopefully they'll stay sprouted. As it gets warmer, the sunlight will make them stronger, and they'll start to get that tree effect around the roots in the trunk. And the stems will be much thicker, so that'll work out good for me. And here we have some cabbage, or collard greens. I keep getting them mixed up. I got so much. These are the collard greens. And this is romaine lettuce I have over here, which is ready to come off. Because we had so much rain, I gotta get this off. Now it's ready to harvest. But a work schedule, it's kind of hard to stay on top of everything. But when you do gardening, you gotta stay on top. And this is butter crunch lettuce here. And this is, I believe, Bonnie spinach. These are ready to come off. I just do a little bit because of the space I have. And this is, I believe, kale, or another cabbage, I think. I think it's Savoy cabbage. I think this is a type of cabbage leaf. There's a couple of different varieties of cabbage, but these are coming up very well, as you can see. These are, I believe, these are Korean pepper plants. And I got straight neck yellow zucchini here, or yellow squash. Got some more collard greens here. More squash. This is a lemon balm plant from last year I had, which I kept in my little portable green shed over there, and it survived it, and it's starting to sprout back up. There's a few onions here. Kale and collard green, 1 kale plant, 1 collard green. This is a type of collard green. It's coming up. I gotta get these off too. Collard green over here. I got greens here. Between greens and cabbage, I'm trying to keep a mixture going. Another set of corn seeds down here. And this here is asparagus. I'm learning to harvest this, so the sprouts came up. They look like regular asparagus, and then these tops came on. So it's like a process that said for about a year before you get a good harvest. So I'm just being patient with that. I have more tomato plants over here. Let's see if I got any tags here. These are Big Boy tomatoes. Another set of greens over here, more tomatoes. More peppers in this container, I'm sorry, potatoes in this container. These are, I think, white potatoes in this one. I have a pot of string bean plants right here. Hopefully they'll sprout up. This is romaine lettuce, which this is also ready to come off. And I have peppermint plant up here. It's more like a cabbage and collard green mixture. You have the kale, your regular curly kale here. More curly kale, which just came up beautiful. So you can grow things in pots. It just takes time. You can get better results in the garden, but also growing in a pot when you live in the city, it works just as well. I have strawberry plant here, and I have a few strawberries, which I'm going to show you in a video another one that I picked off, and I'm going to give them a taste test. And there is one here, if I can get it. Sorry about that. And there's one right here. Yes. And this is, I believe, this is a yellow mint, a spearmint plant. You see the spearmint or sweet mint? I think this is the sweet mint plant. And that is about it, fam. I just want to give you an update. I started some of these last year, and some are plants that I brought from your local, like Home Depot and Lowe's garden section, and they're coming up just as fine. Yeah, this is the cabbage right here. You can see the heads, they're coming on very good. But I had to use this spray. This is a good spray to use. It's garden safe. House garden insect killer, kills on contact. It's made with botanical insecticides. So this works very good. And that about has it. So I will give you another update, probably about another couple of weeks. Anything new develops, I shall let you know. God bless you. Peace and enjoy your day. Hey guys, I got another thing for you. You can give me a comment on this if you like. This is mulch I put down, and I always like to try something different, so I got a red mixture and a brown mixture, and I mix them together equal amounts, and I spreaded it out. I don't think it looks too bad, but take a look at it and give me like a thumbs up or thumbs down if you like it. Appreciate you. Hey guys, Papa Kenny back, and we're gonna do some more gardening today and get a little update. So I got some sweet potatoes that are growing. I was planting them from slips. I planted them a couple of months, probably about 2.5 months ago. And they're vining real good, so they'll be growing hopefully another couple of months. I'll just give you a little picture of how they're growing down nice and great, which is good. That's what we want. Another one here, a little more here and there. You can see they're expanding down real good. So I got some cabbage plants that I picked up at Walmart. I'm gonna transplant. Got cabbage and collard green, broccoli. Give you a better view of that. Got some broccoli here. Now we go back to the corn. I got some corn I planted late, but they are starting to come. I got one ear starting to form here, and hopefully a couple more will be coming out. So if even if I get 3 or 4 between the total ones at this time of the season is great. Still got some, I think these are the straight neck yellow squash that may bloom a little bit. Here we go to still got some peppermint plants coming. They're growing nice and tall. Got pepper plants here. And I think there's a couple little blooms coming on. A couple of buds here. So they'll be coming aboard. And I got my rosemary. I got kale from early this year. Some more kale here. I'm gonna let them grow out. And we got sweet mint here. And now I got the Viney hybrid cabbage plants. Got collard greens here, and I'm gonna transplant. Got some romaine lettuce, red and a regular green. And I think this is romaine also, which I'm gonna transplant these to bigger pots. Cabbage. Then you can see I got some peppers coming on. I'll give you another view of that. Peppers here. Peppers coming on, a couple here, little ones, which can still grow into the fall. I got a cucumber that's progressing, my first one of the year. Hopefully get a couple more, a couple here. Got the peppers here. here. Got a pepper here. Got one here. And that is about it. The tomatoes didn't do too good. I got some asparagus, which is still in a growing stage here. And I'm gonna do the transplanting in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. So I'm gonna transplant some romaine lettuce plants I bought at Walmart into a bigger pot, and a few other veggies. So I'm gonna use some sorrel I had, some tomato and vegetable garden plant food, and some blood meal. Alright guys, Papa Kenny's back, so we got the finished results. So we got collard greens I planted. This is cabbage here. We got red romaine lettuce. We got cabbage, red romaine, and we have cilantro. And we got some more romaine lettuce, cabbage. Got collard greens, cabbage, and broccoli here. Alright guys, so we got two that came off today. We got a long green hot pepper and a bell pepper. They could have stayed on a little longer, but one of them fell off the stem, was ready to come off the stem. So I just took it off anyway. So we got more coming.